What's up, everybody? This is Hainsey's Cave Talk. I'm your host, Chris Haynes, a.k.a. Hainsey. And after last week, I thought about getting a new co-host, but I'm not. I'm sticking with my buddy, Jason Choppers
A.K.A.
Babella.
A.K.A. Choppers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks, from last week. I don't really remember the podcast too much, but I had a rough week last week.
We're going to rebound. We're going to have a good time in the cave tonight, man. I'm going to make fun of Michigan. Yeah. You're going to make fun of Ohio State because we ain't beat you in 5 years. Should be a great time, man.
It sounds wonderful. So let's keep this show a-rolling, keep my mind occupied, and make sure we please the audience.
Yeah. Well, first off, I want to just shout out a haunted attraction out in Richmond, Ohio, Craigle's Pass. It's a buddy of mine, actually a crew that works out with me, and they run it. It's out in Richmond. Man, it's a unique haunted attraction. They kind of blend in this like 200-year-old story. It's awesome. Coming in the fall, I think last week of September, they're trying to etch in to open up. So if you guys are looking for a cheap, good time, I suggest heading out to there, and you may see Hainsey's Cave Talk. You might see us on location for an episode. What? But that's a huge shout out to them.
Where's it going to be?
Well, buddy, the details to you will be sprinkled in as the time goes. Richmond, Ohio.
But you said a haunted house?
Yeah, haunted house, buddy.
Well, you know how jumpy I am.
I know. It'll be perfect content. And it'll be awesome.
I don't know about that. I'm kind of scared. I might have a root canal that day.
So I actually talked to another buddy of ours, Jason Spencer, the host of the Spiggity Show. Him and I, and you as well, we might do a little trio show, have a big one-off show to just kind of pump up that haunted house and try to get his name out there and have a good time with it. So it'll be awesome to have you out there at the haunted house, man.
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking forward to it a little bit. A little bit. I'm not very good at haunted houses.
Yes, you're actually the best at haunted houses. That's the type of people that they want out there, man.
I know.
They don't want me asking, oh, what's that look like? They want you.
What happens if after that I get so spooked out and I get stage fright? I won't be able to do your show anymore.
That'll be even better if you. That's my way of getting, always keep you here, buddy. So I got a couple stupid questions right off the bat to ask you to start the show off, just to get the ball rolling. You ready for this, man?
I got a couple stupid answers for you.
Yeah. I don't believe it. I think you've got the best answers. Okay. So like a straw. Like a straw you drink out of a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have one hole or two holes?
Well, if you look at each end, it's two holes, but it's one.
I know. If you look down the straw.
Yeah, it's only one. It's a good question.
I think it's two.
I think it's two.
I think it's two.
Because when you suck out of one, it's got to enter the other one.
Yeah, and you could turn around and suck out the other. It's not.
Yeah.
But I bet it is one big hole. We're wrong completely.
That's probably true.
All right. So does ketchup belong on scrambled eggs?
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely. I don't eat scrambled eggs without ketchup.
No, it's. I thought you'd put ranch on them.
Never tried it. You believe that? I might try it.
I know a lot of people. Like my mom used to make peppers and eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And my brothers used to smash that ketchup on it. I'm like, are you? Nah, not me, man. Ketchup is only good for hamburgers, hot dogs, and French fries.
Oh, I love it on scrambled eggs. So here's another question that really keeps me up at night. Do fish have necks? Do they have a neck?
Maybe. I watched the Meg 1 and Meg 2 back to back the other day.
Okay, that's her shark movies. Yeah, a shark is a fish. Does it have a neck?
No, I'm trying to think. Maybe an octopus has a neck.
Is an octopus a fish?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know. It is?
It's a mammal.
So octopus has a neck. So I
don't know if it's neck, because when they sit there with them tentacles and their body goes like this skinny, then the head. And
I don't think they're even a fish. I think they're aliens.
Okay. Anyways, I think if anything comes close, it might be. Wait, how about a seahorse?
A seahorse has a neck. I don't think it's a fish, though. Not everything in the ocean's a fish.
Well, I'm trying to. Yes,
No.
it is. It's sea life.
Turtle.
It has a neck.
Yeah, it ain't a fish.
But I think a seahorse might be, that might be the closest thing.
Comment below and let us know if you
Yeah.
think a seahorse is a fish. Because if it is, he's right. They got necks.
Or if you know anything else that might have necks. But I'm thinking that seahorse might be a pretty damn good answer.
Look at you coming out of left field with some knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another brain buster for you. When you see penguins, do they have knees?
Do they even have necks? I don't think they have necks, to be honest.
Yeah.
I honestly,
They have the strongest neck I've ever seen.
I don't even know if they have a neck. Let's see. So what did you say? I said, what?
Do they have knees?
No, I think they're flippers. What are they called? Web feet. What are they got?
They got feet. Yeah.
I don't think they got ankles or knees.
Well, they waddle, so I would think
It's just
they
like-
gotta
it's just-
have a knee, though.
No, it's almost like them little toys, them little weeble wobbles.
Yeah.
And they just sit them on little web feet. There's
And they
no
just-
ankles or knees or nothing.
Nothing.
No, I bet they couldn't do that song. Ankle, knees, and
Head, toes, what's it? Head, elbows, knees, and toes.
something like that. Yeah.
We are smart on this show,
So
buddy.
they have no knees, no ankles. I don't even think they got elbows.
Okay, so you know, like a chicken nugget, it's like it's boneless, you know. So, like, would a boneless rib be rib nuggets? Like boneless ribs, should they be called rib nuggets? Because like chicken off the bone, like it's popcorn chicken or chicken nuggets. It shouldn't be boneless ribs. Should it be rib nuggets?
But they always have bones.
You can get boneless ribs.
Yeah, but it's because they take the bone off and give it to you.
Well, you don't get boneless chicken. They take the bone off the chicken.
Yeah, but they're made that way. A rib always has a bone.
You have
You're thinking
bone.
Applebee's. You're talking about the riblets.
Should they be called rib nuggets? You don't call it chick libbits.
They should be called a boneless rib.
No, they should be called rib nuggets.
Rib nugget.
Hashtag
That's dumb.
Rib
That
nuggets.
sounds dumb.
that's money.
So would you order a rib nugget off a menu?
Maybe.
Because that sounds like to me a combination of a rib and a chicken nugget. So they call it a rib nugget. And what would a
Well, it's the size of a chicken nugget, so they call it a rib
but if you
nugget.
combine a
If
chicken?
I go to DJ's for lunch and I don't want a whole rack, I just want a few rib nuggets.
You're not.
you know-
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
See,
They all got bones. They have bones.
no, they do not.
Yes, they do.
You can order boneless ribs.
I've never seen boneless ribs.
Yes, you can. Does syrup belong in the refrigerator?
I guess well, it don't have to be. It does say refrigerate after opening.
I put mine in the refrigerator, but I don't know if people leave
You know
it in
what?
the cupboard
Actually,
or what.
that you say that. I had a waffle the other day, and it was in my cupboard, and it wasn't in a fridge.
Yeah. So in your household, you believe that it shouldn't be refrigerated.
Yeah, I
then.
just probably forget to put it in there, and it
Well,
take-
I feel like
Well-
at restaurants, syrup isn't cold.
no,
when
they
you
set it
get
on the
it, yeah.
table. It's warm, and plus, that syrup bottle is about the size of my fifth of rum, and it ain't taking precedence in a refrigerator over
Well-
my rum. I'm just telling you.
I'm telling you this right now.
Mrs.
Whatever,
Buttersworth is going in the cupboard.
yeah, there, if you got to pick or choose.
Yeah, and Captain Morgan.
So if you're at a restaurant, okay, and you know you order pancakes or Belgian waffle, that's my go-to. But I'm a French toast guy. That's my number one.
that's right.
And they bring out the syrup, and they bring me this little container. I look up at them like that ain't enough. I soup
Oh,
mine.
see, I don't.
I soup my French toast, man. I love
I know
syrup.
most people do. Listen, I put some on, but I don't know. I like the taste of the French toast or the waffle. I don't like it drenched where it's all soggy. When I eat that waffle, I still want to hear that little crunch.
Do you fill every hole up?
I did that the other day.
Yeah.
I did every hole on my Eggo. I bought the thick and fluffy ones. So I just each hole, and that's it. No more. That's all I use.
So do you trust people that don't put butter on their pancakes, waffles, or French toast? I feel like it's a must, right?
Well, I don't. I'm a very untrustworthy person, right? So I'll just go
Yes.
tell you, I never put butter on my stuff.
Never on nothing. Just
I
a little piece of butter and just mix it. Just a little cube.
I used to go to and order breakfast. They put that glop of butter on it. I'd swipe it off and give it to somebody else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let me know, guys. Am I crazy or is Jason crazy? Do you put
Why don't you
butter on French toast, waffles, or pancakes, man? In my opinion, I think it's a must. In his opinion, well, his opinion really don't matter.
Yeah. Why don't you just buy the buttery syrup? They got Mrs. Butterworth buttery syrup.
You're right. You're right. I like it, but I like. But
the
I'm
real-
more
real
of
butter.
I'm more of a real butter original
I'll
syrup.
have to-
Maple syrup's great.
Yeah, I'll have to admit though, I did try butter one time on it. So it was either, and I can't remember. Apparently, it didn't do much for me because I didn't do it
Right.
again. But I have tried it with the butter, and I think one time at home I made an egg and I spread some butter on for Carrie or something, and I took a bite. It was still good. It
So
was good.
people eat Pop Tarts. You know Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
I don't eat Pop Tarts, but they put butter on those, man, and that's like. I don't know. A lot of people do that. I've never done it, but I know that's a thing where people put butter on
I've never
Pop
heard of
Tarts.
that. Put them in some people don't even put them in a toaster. They eat them
Yeah,
cold.
they eat them cold.
Nah,
Yep.
I want them hot.
Yeah, I want them
And
hot
I'm not
too.
crazy about them either.
I do. I mean, I got to be hit or miss, but
Yeah.
they're more for the kids, and
Yeah.
I want something else for
Yeah.
breakfast other than
Yeah.
a Pop Tart. All right. Age-old question. I have a strong opinion about this. Does salt belong on watermelon?
No.
Yes, it does.
Here we go.
I don't care what you say. It belongs on it.
But it doesn't because they never did it in the beginning of time. They didn't put salt on watermelon.
Well, they were stupid back then.
No, they
Because
weren't. They were smart.
It enhances the
It's
sweetness.
this new generation that comes on. Let's try to put salt on a watermelon.
It's healthy as can be. Put salt on watermelon. How much salt am I putting on every piece? I don't know.
No.
It's unhealthy, but it's delicious,
No,
man.
the only
I
time
love
I use salt on it is if I'm doing a shot of tequila.
All right. So the last question I have for you. Okay, so like you get chips and dip at like restaurants for an appetizer, right? And if you get it with a group of people, you know, like you don't want to double dip because you're sharing it.
Mm.
But is it double dipping if you dip your chip, take a bite, flip your chip over, and the chip that wasn't bit part and double dip it in that
Yeah,
way?
that's legal.
That's legal.
That's legal.
So you can double dip a chip if you make the flip.
And there's another thing about that double dipping. You know, it's funny. You hang out with people, and you know maybe they're smoking a little weed and this and that. You know, they get mad if you double dip. But when they pass that doobie around, you don't mind sucking on that doobie when it's been through 8 miles already. I mean, think about that. I mean, people have no problem with that.
There's so many, and there's other gestures that we can think of all day long that
yeah.
people do.
But they'll get mad about something stupid about double dipping. Well, if you're like, hey, try this, and you take a drink of this or whatever like that, but you don't want them to double dip. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
The biggest pet peeve of mine is when you work with people that in a company and they use the restroom without washing their hands, man.
No.
It's the worst.
I was
Oh.
in there. I was actually at Amazon today, and someone went in. Now, some guys will pee and walk out. Okay, that's
Whatever.
but whatever, that's fine. But when they come out of the stall, and
Right.
they wash your hands.
Right, yeah.
Their excuses. Well, I put gloves on. I said, I guess you're right.
Yeah, so
wear
you're
gloves.
dealing with your own, yeah. But in my workplace, we
Yeah.
deal with a lot of food, man, and
No,
that's just
no.
no excuse, man. The hands should be
Yeah,
washed.
exactly.
All right, so that's the randomness of the show. We can get into whatever you want to get into, but I want to start off this talk with how shitty did Michigan get with all the stuff that Michigan did, all the cheating,
Well, wait.
the scandals,
Oh, my.
everything.
Let me
And,
ask you
and they
something.
got a
Did
on the
we
wrist.
cheat more than New England?
No, New England.
And what happened with them?
Different case.
Like, they cheated. They pushed the envelope and cheated. We stole signals. Oh, boys. Nothing
Cheated.
happened. Nothing happened in New England, and them. They still got their 7 Super Bowls.
Ohio State got tampering with when before it was legal. They got free tattoos, this and that, and they got bowl bans. You guys got caught cheating, and here how it plays out. Like they're saying up to right now it's $20 million in fines, up to $35 million, because next year with the college football playoff, they're thinking every team in the Big Ten is going to get like $20 million, and Michigan's not going to get that.
And how about Harbaugh never been able to come back to his alma mater?
Yeah, Harbaugh, what is it, a show cause, 10-year ban, Connor Stallions, 8-year ban, Denard Robinson, 2-year ban. So those guys are not allowed to be affiliated with the Michigan program or college sports in general. But Jim Harbaugh's not coming back. If he don't make it with the Chargers, he's just going to retire.
You know,
man.
it's funny. This would be so great. Say he makes 10 years with the Chargers. Then he decides it and go back to Michigan. Would that be? And they hire him?
No, wouldn't they hire him though?
God.
That would be such a
I
bad
guess
look.
it depends what's going on with him, but that would be such a. And I can see Harbaugh just doing that, just in spite, just to come back after 10 years.
See, what I look at, man, is I see the NCAA. It's all about money, man. They're just recouping everything that Michigan lost. They're gaining from. They're taking money. They got rid of like 25% of Michigan's school visits, like some random shit. Sherrod Moore got a self-imposed 2-game suspension this year. NCAA added 1 more game. Whippity-doo! But you guys will be fine. I thought you guys were going to lose your national title.
But don't we play Oklahoma at the second game?
I don't know what your schedule is this year, but I'm saying you guys will be fine in general. You're not losing your national championship. You're not having postseason bans, nothing like that. They're just taking a little bit of money. What I read, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but the Michigan University is worth $17.1 or $17.9 billion. They took $35 million. That's like 0.11%. They'll be fine.
That's still a lot of money.
$35 million when you're worth $17 billion.
Yeah, but it's still a little chunk of money, buddy.
Oh,
they could use that towards the nil.
I'm telling you, if any team could choose to pay $35 billion for a national championship, it'd be an even trade all day long.
That's right. 15-0, baby.
Yeah.
That'll never. I don't think it'll ever happen again.
And
I don't think it will.
And we're doing it the God's honest way. Ohio State. We're buying our players.
Yeah. I truly believe they'll be the last undefeated champion in college football.
Well, the parody's going to be tough.
Well, that's what I mean. With the way the scheduling is and the way all these super conferences are getting together, it'd be so hard to go 12-0, then run the gauntlet of winning 4 more games or 3 more games in a playoffs. I just can't see a team going 15-0. I can't see it.
Oh, man, I didn't bring out the fireball, buddy. I dropped the ball. Go ahead. I'll bring it out.
I know.
Let me get it.
Like I said, though, with the scheduling, I saw with Ohio State, with Texas, they got to play. Then they got to play Oregon. And, of course, they're going to lose to Michigan again. Then they got Penn State. I mean, like I said, these super conferences, you're not going to go unblemished. It's just not going to happen.
And what you were saying, man, you're right. As far as like players, okay, there's not going to be. You're not going to see these players that come in as freshmen and graduate as seniors with the same team. And the moment they get unhappy, they leave now. Yeah. The transfer portal is just really taking college football. And, I mean, it's okay. With Ohio State, we'll thrive because we'll always – the bigger schools will be okay. We'll always get the players. But with these smaller schools, man, it's rough to see the MAC teams just get decimated, you know?
Yeah, I know. All right. So I understand why they do it, and I understand why the kids do move. They're going to get the most money they can get.
Yes.
Because in case they don't make the pros. I understand that, but I just think it just tarnishes the game so much and makes it so hard for coaching and competing for that starting job.
You're right. Salute, buddy.
Salute.
So last week, you went a half hour of the show without your headset on. This week, I went almost 20 minutes without having the fireball out. So we're even, buddy.
Man, I kind of don't remember that. I might have to watch that over again.
Yeah, I'll definitely show you because you were screaming at me because you couldn't hear. And,
and once again, I apologize.
Oh, you're all good, brother.
Yeah.
So, rumor is Steelers right now, obviously, they've lacked this second receiver, okay? Last couple seasons we just been talking about where they just trying to get another playmaker, and it's up again, man. They're talking about right now. The heavy rumor is Odell Beckham Jr. I'm not a fan if he would come back, play for the Steelers, but there's rumors that he's coming. There's also rumors that Amari Cooper's been sitting there waiting.
That's what I've been hearing, Mark.
And the outsider chance is because they asked Mark Caboli, he's a really good insider. with the Steelers, and they asked him, Terry McLaurin coming? He said, close.
Yeah.
So not Terry McLaurin. So the rumor is Miami Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill.
Here's the thing. If they do get Tyreek or McLaurin, they're going to have a lot of money tied up in two receivers.
Well, we have it because
Watt
we don't pay a quarterback
and
now.
Cam Hayward. But then, I mean,
we're only paying our quarterback $10 million.
Yeah.
Load up and go for it now.
But you're going to get a receiver, probably a 3 or 4 year contract, I would imagine, especially for a young guy. Odell Beckham will be a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
Probably get him for like four.
Amari Cooper would be a 1 year deal too. Cooper, yeah.
Yeah, but I just, I've been hearing all that too, so I don't know what they're going to do. And like you said, you got Cam Hayward sitting there.
I know, man. What a disappointment. I know my buddies on the 33 Lounge, they really destroyed Cam Hayward because of how this is. And I'm not I'm not supporting him. I think the way he's dealing with this is unprofessional, but that came out of left field, man. They just signed him. He balled out. He said he was coming back for a new contract.
Well, the crazy thing is he took a roster contract, a roster bonus.
Okay.
He took that. It was $13 million.
Right. And now you want
once you took that, you'd have been like, okay, let me play out this, the rest of my contract, because that was like this bonus. Now he took that. Now he wants to renegotiate a contract, and it's like, I mean, that's why I think he's stepping on people's toes, and he's been nothing great at that franchise. He's been a leader.
He's a Walter Payton Man of the Year. I love Cam Hayward. He's trying to get every ounce of money he can get out of this last contract. You hate it, but at the same time, I understand it. Yeah. He didn't do this because T.J. Watt got his money. Yeah. The people that say that, that's false. He's been trying to do this the entire offseason, but he's very quiet about it. If I was the Steelers, I would come to him and say, okay, we're going to restructure. He's making like $15 million a year, I think, right now. Okay, we restructure. Let's give him $25 million 1 year, and then go down from that. We'll make it to where he's making $10 million, but we're going to restructure. Give him that big pay this year, and then the next 2 years will be at a discounted price, because I feel like he still has a year or two left of what he played last year, but it's going to come to an end. And I think if the Steelers play it right.
They keep talking it's like around $6 million, but they don't know for sure. They say, if it's $6 million, give it to him.
Yeah, right. 100%.
That ain't shit. But they're thinking it might be more, because for some reason, why wouldn't they want to pay him $6 million?
Where he needs to be sitting is around 18, 19 million. Yeah. I think that's the average of where the guys that are productive like him sit. And he's at I thought he was at 14 or 15 million. So
who would you, here's another one that's under contract is Boswell. He's got like a year or two. Who would you rather have? If you had to sign one of them, who would you rather keep?
I would rather keep Cam Hayward.
Would you?
Well, he makes a bigger impact on a play-by-play basis.
Does he really? How many games?
Chris Boswell might be the best kicker in the league right now.
How many games did he win you last year?
I'm not saying that, but percentage of plays, there could be games where Chris Boswell doesn't play, or he's just kicking extra points. There's games that happen
but
like
here's the thing I look at. I see how Pittsburgh plays. They very seldom blow anybody out. The game's always tight.
Yeah.
And he's always important. And he's, like I said, won a lot of games. And you're talking, you sign him, you're talking like 1 point. I think.
I don't think it's either him or him.
Yeah.
I think.
It just came to who would you rather? Because Harrison, I think Harrison Butker for Kansas City's the highest paid kicker in the league. And they said if they would give Boswell $1.6 million or something, that's what they're. I guess that's kind
right.
of. They can. Yeah,
and
definitely.
he deserves every penny he does.
For sure.
But I don't think there's a world in the NFL where you ever pick a kicker over somebody that is one of your anchors of your team. You know what I mean? I just thought that's why they get paid that much. Kickers are replaceable, even the ones that are the greatest, you know, and I have a lot of love for Chris Boswell. I think he's as clutch as can be, and he's as hot as any kicker in the league. And you're right, Harrison Buckner being the highest paid, he's not that far off. Just bump it up, make him happy because he deserves it. Yeah.
Anyways, on another note, what's going on with our fantasy football league?
Man, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. We're like the gray area, but man, we went from having a fantasy football league that we've been in for the last 15 years to almost dissolving in a week, and now we're
But
back.
it's like every year, it's like there's drama.
Yeah, well, whenever you have 50-year-old guys, they're like 22-year-old women. But I will say this, I am one of these people that now that you can play FanDuel, DraftKings, and you can play these player props, my love for fantasy football has dwindled. I am sick of waking up and finding out my running back is hurt, my wide receiver's out 4 weeks. That stuff is hard to play with when I could just say, I'm picking this guy every Sunday and just play it out. I'm one of those guys that really don't feel like playing fantasy football anymore, but I'm loyal to the guys in our league. So
I mean, that's a bit the best thing. It's like the guys getting together, and just tradition. I mean, I know what you mean with the other gambling and all the other sites and stuff. You can do things and not worry about. If you're out of the playoffs by the 7th week, and you got to still put your lineup in and stuff.
Yeah.
But at least with the high points that we get, for the money like that, it makes it. But I know how it lost its.
Yeah, because the money thing isn't like it's not what I do. Honestly, what happens to me is when I draft these guys on fantasy, I start playing their player props and I double down because I think my guys are going to do this every week, and it's just what I fell out of love with fantasy football, but I do it because I love the camaraderie with you guys. Yeah. Our group is a solid group, but I can't believe it, man. We almost went, the league almost collapsed.
So
I would have been okay because I don't want to play fantasy football, but I don't want to see the league collapse.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, if it didn't happen, okay, so be it. I mean, I'm in one other one, which I'd rather be in the one we all always been in because I like talking shit and because a lot of these guys, I see him at March Madness and fantasy football. So I see him pretty much twice a year.
Yeah.
And then there's some guys, I'm glad I only see him twice a year. But for the majority of the guys, though, it's great seeing them.
There's some guys that are lucky enough to get to see you all the time.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like, for that reason and getting together, talking shit, every time someone drafts somebody, we make fun of them. And
right. We have a good time.
Yeah,
we usually do.
There's some guys that can't take the heat, and you just get on them even more.
Yeah, right. That's a mistake, right?
But that's the favorite part is that day right there, drafting those players.
And we'll get into fantasy football. We will do just a lineup. We'll do a review when we make our draft picks. We'll go over our teams, let the viewers know who they thought. Give them see who their opinion is on who drafted a better team.
Yeah, we're still doing that draft the same.
August 29th.
Okay, then Sunday I got my draft for Amazon. We're actually doing that at Route 22.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. So my son starts his Pee Wee football career Sunday. They had a scrimmage last week, and I'm sitting there watching a scrimmage, and this podcast, this show right here, got me in something that I didn't want to be a part of. Guess what happened?
What happened?
I'm the official voice of announcing the games at the Chiefs games now. I gotta know that because I do the podcast, they're like, you be good for it. So now I'm announcing Pee Wee football games on Sundays.
They actually announce some games?
Yeah, they announce them. So I'm gonna be little Timmy down to the 20, down to the 5, 15, 10, 5 touchdown.
Oh, you need a co-host?
We can't drink, buddy. We're around kids.
What? It's morning though, right?
It's Sunday 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, I don't drink till noon. The game will be up.
I can't do it, buddy. I can't trust you around.
All right. Oh, okay. I remember that when you need somebody.
When I need a color man, I'll think of you. Yeah. Yeah. So I got into that.
I would never drink at a Pee Wee football.
I know, buddy.
If I was in the stands, I would.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. But one of those things I really wasn't looking forward to, but I'll do it. You know what I mean? So I got to keep 5 cut 5 for you, buddy. This week it's college football players. So my keep 5 cut 5, Shasta Road on my dry erase board.
So that's cute.
Let me erase that real quick. All right, so my keep 5 cut 5 this week is keep 5 cut 5 memorable college quarterbacks. Okay, it ain't gonna be. Some of the guys you think are going to be on this list or not. I'm just giving you a heads up right now. But because there are a lot. Yeah. There is a lot of college football quarterbacks that have been memorable. Some of the best ever might not be on this list, so try to play it smart, okay? So the first one I'm going with is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield on the Keep 5, Cut 5 memorable quarterbacks in college. Think of Baker Mayfield stabbing Oklahoma.
Planting a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting into arguments with the Kansas fans. I love Baker Mayfield.
I do too. I enjoyed that. That was a nice day that day.
That day. Baker Mayfield could sling in college.
Yeah.
He can sling now. Where are we putting it, buddy?
You know what? I'm going to. I like him, but I'm going to toss him.
You're going to toss him. You're going to see. You're going to kind of see how this is playing out. Right?
I know what you're saying, but I'm just going to toss him.
Okay. The next one we're going to go with somebody in the 80s is known for the Hail Mary from Boston College, Doug Flutie.
Oh yeah, old Doug. I got to keep old Doug.
No, Doug. Yeah.
Old Doug. Yeah, Doug was fun to watch. Honestly, he was a Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. He wasn't that big. And they had a lot of that enthusiasm, jumping up and down. Yeah, he was just like an '80s Baker Mayfield,
right? And when he went and played for Buffalo, I know we're talking college, but he was awesome there too, man. He was good.
I'll tell you what, he was. I loved watching him.
Yeah, Doug Flutie, good pick. All right, all right. Next one we're going to go with is Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, Texas A&M superstar.
Yeah, I'm keeping my man.
Oh, Johnny Football was the man.
These are like all Baker Mayfield, Manziel type quarterbacks, but he was great in college.
All right, so the next one we're going to go with is Joe Burrow from LSU.
Well,
awesome.
I mean, to me, he was the greatest quarterback. That was
he had the greatest season
I've ever seen in my life.
All right, so you got
to keep Burrows.
All right. So we're going to go with our next one is going to be Cam Newton. Cam Newton basically, willed a team by himself. We're talking all these quarterbacks, none of them are bumps.
Yeah, none of them are bumps. I'm gonna pass on Cam since I got.
You're gonna pass on.
Yeah,
pass on
good.
Cam.
He was so good. He was.
All right, next one I'm looking at is Matt Leinart from Southern California. That team was dynamite, man. And his moxie, did he have a great NFL career? No. But he was awesome in college, man. Matt Leinart deserves to be on an all-timers list.
No, he was great, but I'm going to give it more to his weapons he had around him, and I'll toss Matt.
Okay.
But he was great. But like I said, that team was phenomenal.
All right. The next one I'm going to go with is going to be Michael Vick.
Phew. You got to keep Vick.
You got to keep Michael Vick.
Virginia Tech played him years. I don't know how he.
I mean, did he make it to the national championship?
Yeah, they had.
And he was by Beamer Ball at his best.
But did they got beat, right?
Yeah, they
Florida State beat.
Yeah.
That's when they had Charlie Ward.
Yeah, No. Florida State had Chris Winkie.
No, ain't no Chris Winkie beating Michael Vick.
I don't know. I can't think of any other good Florida State quarterbacks right now.
Who was there? Who the hell?
I don't know. I can never get in the brain of Jason Babella.
It wasn't no Chris Ass Winkie, I'll tell you that. And it wasn't who the hell was it?
I don't know. We'll look it up after the show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Darn it.
I don't know. I can look it up right now if you want me to. It's bothering you.
I know who's got it. Because I remember that game in Florida State. Virginia Tech just couldn't stop them. Florida State's offense was great.
Virginia Tech?
Yeah. I'm trying to think who their running back was. I got a picture of him in my mind. I can't place who it was.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, wait.
Peter Ward. No, Peter Ward was
Peter Ward
he was on receiver.
He was a receiver. Yeah.
Oh man,
phenomenal.
Chris Winkie, and that's why I'm the host of Haynes' Cave Talk.
How did Chris Winkie beat?
He had
Michael
Peter
Vick?
Ward.
Yeah.
Peter Ward was a stud.
Chris Winkie.
All right, here's another one that's a legendary.
Yeah. He made the pros and became Chris Stinky.
You're right, man. He got drafted when he was like 28. How about this one, man? Sneaky good. Should have won a national championship. Won for Pitt. Pat White, West Virginia. He was awesome.
Ooh, he was.
He was awesome. And he got annihilated by Ike Taylor, and his career got ended shortly in the NFL because he was too small and he wasn't as fast. But in college, he was dynamic. That whole offense with Rich Rod was dynamic,
That
man.
was.
They were good.
You know what's funny? I'm not a West Virginia fan, but I'm actually pulling for Rich Rod. He's a snake. He's a snake.
Rich Rod's funny.
And I should hate him because not only is he a snake, and he blew that game against Pitt and everything, but he came to Michigan and set our program back 10 years.
How about this?
I should hate
So
him.
when he returned, he coached Jackson State, right?
Yeah.
He had a kid transfer out to West Virginia. When he showed up, he goes, "Hey, buddy!" He transferred away from him, and here he is back as a coach.
I mean, honest to God, I'm actually pulling for a little bit. As much as, like I said, I think he's a turd, but he's one of them likable guys.
Yeah, right.
Like you just, he's sneaky,
Speaking of
devious, and
likable coaches,
yeah,
that's a sneak preview in our top five today.
He's a shady guy, but honest to God, I think he's going to be a good coach. And I actually think he could have been a pretty good coach at Michigan. It's just the Big Ten, you have to play defense.
Yes.
His offensive mind was great, but you have to be in those conferences where you don't need a defense.
Yeah, just get an assistant that could have helped him.
Yeah,
and
you have to stop the run in the Big Ten. You have to.
Yeah.
Even with these.
So where are we putting Pat White, man? Do we keep Pat White?
I got Michael Vick on there. I'm going to drop Pat White.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your next two, this is going to be the hardest ones, okay? Two left, all right? You can keep one, you can cut one. You always play it pretty good, man. You don't ever leave yourself open. So I'm going to try to be as fair as I can. I'm going to give you Ken Dorsey Jr. from the Miami Hurricanes. That team alone was nasty. The roster was built to win. He's a legendary quarterback because he quarterbacked that team, man. He had some good stats. Is he going to be better than the last guy on this? I don't know.
Who did Dorsey? Did they win a national championship?
They won a national championship, and then Ohio State beat them in the national championship. He could have went back
that's
to back.
when you guys cheated and hurt.
We did not cheat.
Yeah, you hurt that. You broke that guy's leg with a running back.
We did not cheat. Clinton Portis? No, it wasn't Clinton Portis, was
Was
it?
it Clinton Portis?
Was it Clinton Portis?
I don't know. I know he was a stud, and you guys broke his leg, and then that's the only reason you won.
And we
Because you ended up winning in
and
overtime.
then Sean Taylor intercepted the ball, and Rich took it off.
Did you have Maurice Claret?
Yeah. Chris Gamble's feet were down.
Yeah.
Pass interference. It was legit.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you don't hit that, hurt that quarter. That was isn't he still playing that running back?
Huh? No.
For the Colts?
Huh? Frank Gore?
Yeah, that
No,
was him.
No, it wasn't Frank Gore that got hurt.
That was Frank Gore.
I mean, I don't think it was. I think it was Clinton Portis. I'm not sure. I
Maybe
know
it was Clinton Portis. I don't know. Frank Gore's been in the league about 15 years.
Frank Gore don't play football no more. He's up for the Hall of Fame.
No, he's playing.
No, he's not.
He's on a roster.
He's not. He's not on
telling
the
you.
roster.
I might draft him on my
Are
fantasy
we
league.
keeping or cutting Ken Dorsey based on the next
You know
guy?
what? Based
that's-
on them losing to High State, screw Ken Dorsey Jr.
We're cutting Ken
Yeah,
Dorsey.
because he lost to High State, I'm done with him.
And the last one
He's mine.
from the Ohio State University.
Oh, you.
No, it's not. From the University of Tennessee, Peyton Manning.
Oh, well, geez, that's a no-brainer there. Actually, though, if you would have said
Troy Smith?
Troy Smith or C.J. Stroud, or
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd
Well,
be
that's what I
glad
said.
to have them. Them guys are
like
great.
the Tebows. I mean, there was a bunch of guys I left off.
Oh, Vince Young.
Vince Young. There's great quarterbacks that I left off because there's a ton of them. But I wanted to see where your mind was at because Ken Dorsey was on the fringe of making that list. But those guys deserve it because they're college legends.
Oh, you know what I just saw? I think I'm almost 90% sure Fresno State named their starting quarterback,
Okay.
Kurt Warner's son.
Oh, okay. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. I wonder how good he's going to end up being.
Well, I mean, he has perseverance. He's gonna learn from his dad.
But Warner he just came from nowhere, man.
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
he wasn't even in the pros, and the Rams took him.
Yeah, they made a movie.
And, and he just was. They went into that offense, and greatest show on turf, and it just took off. He had
Yeah.
players around him, because he was only in the league. What was he there for 10 years?
Yeah, I would say right
At
around
the
there.
most,
I mean, he's
yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
you
Did
know?
he go anywhere else?
I do not know. I don't think.
Did he go to Arizona?
Oh, yeah, he went to Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
we
yeah.
beat him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true.
We
Yeah,
beat him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, cheated that one too.
We did not cheat in that
yeah.
Super Bowl. We might have cheated in Super Bowl 40 a little, but not 43. So what I do every week, Jason is here, but he probably don't remember we did it last week. We went over a division in the NFL. This week we're going to go over another division in the NFL.
We did the NFC last week with the Eagles and over at Washington.
No, we did that a couple weeks ago. Last week we did NFC North with Green Bay and them. A couple weeks ago we did NFC East. You were there for that one, buddy. All right, this week we're doing the AFC West.
I don't know who that is, but
AFC West. Your team plays in it.
Chiefs, okay.
Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, okay? This is the outlook, and we'll talk about it, but I'm going to go through some of the stuff that they got going on for the 2025 season. So we'll start off with the division winners. They were 15-2 last year, Kansas City Chiefs. They added Jalen Moore, a tackle from the 49ers. They drafted Josh Simmons from Ohio State, another tackle. They got rid of or lost in free agency or traded McCole Hardman, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Reed. They traded Joe Thuney, one of their all-pro guards, and that's who they lost.
They got rid of Tooney?
Yeah, they got rid of Thuney.
That's good. That's good. It's a good idea.
So the schedule...
It's a good idea. But your offensive line needs rebuild, and you get rid of your offensive.
They traded to the Bears, man. Yeah. So schedule got tougher for the Chiefs, man. And they're at Detroit this year. They're at Baltimore. They're at Buffalo.
Jeez.
And they have a home game with the Super Bowl winning champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
We're looking at them, man. We'll see how it's going to play out. I still think the team is good. I still think they have Patrick Mahomes. So, will they take a little step back? I don't know. But we're going to go over the rest of the team.
Wow.
So
I'll tell you what. I mean, it's funny. As great as they have been, the Chiefs, since Mahomes has been there. And if you look at the last couple of years, I mean, and talking like fantasy football, there's Kelsey.
Oh,
I mean, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, there's not really a good person to draft from that team.
Rasheed Rice, barring suspension, is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that and then
Xavier Worthy's going to be
maybe,
good.
but Mahomes, I don't know if teams have figured him out or his offensive line just ain't that good. Because listen, he went from throwing 50-some touchdowns to throwing.
Yeah, but you have bad years like that when you don't have the lack of weapons.
But
I still think he's the best quarterback in the league. Man.
Well, no, I agree with you, but they've only been averaging like 18 points a game in the last 3 years.
Right.
I mean, their defense has just really stepped up.
Yeah, and their pass rush is going to be down this year, so that's another obstacle. Moving on to the second place from last year, the Los Angeles Chargers. They went 11-6. Here's what they got going on. They added Najee Harris. They added Amari and Hampton, both running backs. Yeah. Amari and Hampton's definitely going to be the starter over Najee Harris. Najee Harris isn't even with the team right now. They added guard Maki Beckton. They lost Joey Bosa. And then 2 weeks ago, man, they lost their starting left tackle, Rashawn Slater, out on IR already with a torn patella or something. Looking at them, man, I know they got Jim Harbaugh. I know they got he wants a strong running game. He went out and got some dogs. Losing that left tackle is going to hurt. Yep. I mean, I honestly think the Broncos are going to be good, and I think the Raiders are going to be better. Let's get into the Broncos before we break down this division as a whole.
Like we said, when you said about the Kansas City's schedule, them 4 away games, and plus the division games they got to play.
Yes, it's going to be a brutal stretch. You guys have those 3 away games. You're home against the Eagles, but that's still tough games.
I mean, if they win 10 games.
Right.
It's going to be tough.
But here's the thing. Those division games, you guys are playing, like the Broncos are probably playing every one of those but one game. Because they're probably playing somebody else in one place in one of those teams.
And we'll see what Bo Nix does in his second year. Even though he's 30 years old. Maybe he might not have a second year.
With Sean Payton, man, he's a guru with quarterbacks. They were 10-7 last year. I think they made one of the bigger moves, a quiet move, is getting ex-Jaguars tight end Evan Ingram, man. They picked him up. What else they got going on here? Picked him up. They drafted R.J. Harvey from Central Florida, running back. He was a stud. I think he had like 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns. Pat Bryant, they drafted him from Illinois. He's a big, lengthy receiver. They got the 49ers. They got linebacker Dre Greenlaw, which is a stud. And then I'm going to butcher this name, Tyler Noah Hufanga, safety from the 49ers. He's an all-pro. He's nasty. So they have boosted their defense.
What's their receiving corps look like? Still Cortland Sutton?
Still Cortland Sutton, and man, you caught me off guard. I know Cortland Sutton's their main guy, and who else is there? Shit.
I thought they had like a second-year guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember who.
Well, I haven't really even looked into fantasy yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah. So, and then the fourth place team that finished in the AFC West last year, I think they're going to make some noise this year. The Las Vegas Raiders, they finished 4-13. They got old man Pete Carroll out of, coming back, 73 years old to coach the team. I forgot offensive coordinator Chip Kelly from Ohio State.
Yeah, he did go there.
They got a new GM. They added Geno Smith, the veteran presence.
If they can protect him, what I mean? I don't know what the receiver corps looks like.
Ashton Genty, drafted him from Boise State. Awesome, stud in college. Went and picked up Raheem Mostert from Miami. That's a good pickup. And then they added vets safety Jeremy Shinn and Devin White on defense to kind of help him out. They lost Robert Spillane, not a big loss, and Gardner Minshew. But looking at them, man, they could probably go from 4-13 to maybe 7-10, 8-9. That division's going to be tougher. Yeah.
And Minshew went to the Chiefs. That's a nice little backup for the Chiefs. Yeah. And who's their defensive guy? Did they sign?
Oh, Max Crosby.
Crosby.
He's with the Raiders. Yeah, he's with the Raiders. Yep. Yeah, so they're going to be much improved. Looking at the division, man, I still think the Chiefs are the better team. And if the Chargers didn't lose that left tackle, that's going to be hard to replace.
I'm going to tell you, that division and the one we did last week, the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears, Packers.
I think that's going to be
Vikings, that's tough. And then the AFC North we'll be talking about. That's another tough
one. Yeah, it's another one.
It's good to see these divisions be competitive.
Is there more parity, or just the good teams are getting better and the bad teams are just getting worse?
I think there's just a lot of good young quarterbacks that make these teams better, because you look at all these teams that are like the Jordan Loves of Green Bay, Bo Nix of Denver. Like, there's a lot of good young quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's good to see though, because it's better to like college football. You want to see more parity than just see 7 really good teams and just see a bunch of blowouts. Because honestly, I look at the pros. I mean, there's going to be probably, you figure, Carolina, Saints, I'm going to just say the Browns. Who else? I mean,
that are going to be really
bad. Like, I mean, there's going to be like maybe 5 or 6 really bad teams. Then I think everybody else, I mean, there's potential there. I really believe
because like we haven't talked about the AFC East yet, but I think the Patriots are going to be better. Yeah, I think the Dolphins might be the one that takes the hit. We'll see. We'll talk about that division. But looking at the AFC West, okay, you said Bo Nix second year. We always know that second year slump happens, but he has Sean Payton and he has a good defense. You can see Denver winning that division, and it just because of the battle of the tough schedules, man.
Right. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Because we were talking. I think we were talking about it last week. I can't remember, but they were talking about Baltimore being the cream of the crop, but because of their schedule, they like Buffalo to get it. Because their schedule's easier. If they have a better record, then you got to go through Buffalo to get to the Super Bowl.
Yes. So. And getting that first round bye, being the 1 seed is so important.
I remember a little bit from last week.
Yeah, because you asked me, who do I think is going to win the Super Bowl? And I said, Buffalo. I was like, you threw that at me. I said, why don't we do that the week that the NFL starts? You and I will pick a Super Bowl matchup, not the second week of August. So that wraps up AFC West. I think it's going to be a good division, man. Looking at the quarterbacks, okay, is Geno Smith the worst quarterback in the division? And Geno Smith was a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, and Geno Smith. That's good quarterbacks.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
How old Geno Smith got to be, what, 35, 36?
I would say he's around 35.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
crazy.
probably not much over now. He got some money. He got paid this offseason.
Yes, he did. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. So we have a top 5 to go, and that might be it. That might be all we got going on. So top 5 this week. Top 5. What do we got? Top 5 coaches, head coaches that we would want to hang out
Just
with.
to hang out, have a beer, go
Yeah.
to Vegas or something like that.
Watch a game
Do
with, just
anything.
hang out,
That'd be
man.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, there's been a lot of coaches, and oh man, I don't know. Some of them seem fun, but I didn't want to go back too far back, just because nobody would really remember them. But yeah, I got a few in mind to be fun to hang out with.
Well, I have one that's like pretty far back. The rest are kind of recent.
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, I do.
All right, so what's your number 5 favorite head coach you would want to go hang out with?
Well, I'm tell you what. At number 5, I actually had. I got 6. I'm sorry. You always got that one extra one because I can't. And honestly, if I had more time to think about it, I'd probably have 10. But I was pressed for time today, and I came down and did it real quick. And I know I'll think of somebody down the road, but my number 5.
Do your number 6.
Okay, number 6. It's Tom Izzo, man. I just think the old Italian guy. I love him on. Listen, even though he's at Michigan State, he's probably my favorite college basketball coach
He's my
of
favorite.
now.
He's my favorite.
I just love watching him on the sideline and work, and the way he has that passion for the game. And I tell you what, I think he'd be a blast. He could just go to an Italian restaurant, get some homemade Dago red wine, and having some spaghetti and drinking and just talking shit. I think he'd be a lot of fun.
Okay, so before you go into your top 5, your 5th favorite, I'm going to do an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
My honorable mention is Bill Belichick. Everything I've ever read and heard is on the off season, he's the life of the party. He knows how to play. He plays hard, or he practices hard, he plays hard, and that's one of those guys that
You got to have some with that girlfriend.
he works hard, he plays hard,
honestly,
man.
Lord.
Am I a fan of the Patriots? Did I hate on him the whole time he was there? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I heard he'd be a good time, so he makes my
Honestly,
honorable
I
mention.
actually forgot about him. And I think with that woman he has right now,
Yeah, he was a 27
whether
year
he's
old.
banging her or not, just to have her on your arm. But I did hear about this. You know how coaches do a weekly show in college every Saturday?
Yeah.
Every Saturday. Well, Bill ain't doing it.
He's not doing
No,
it.
I heard that on 93.7.
Oh, grumpy bug.
They said, I guess he's going to do one show, and then he's handed it over to his assistant. And he's going to do the rest of the fucking
He's like,
year.
fuck you, yes.
Listen to this. I hope he goes back to the pros because I want him to break Don Shula's record. He's like 10 or 11 wins.
He's never going back. He's doing this.
I hope so because he deserves to be the most winningest coach in football. I mean, honestly, whether you like him or
Well,
not.
the Browns didn't suck so bad. He would
I
already
know, I
be.
understand that, but I was stunned when he went to college not having that record. Now, maybe you don't give a shit because he's got 6 Super Bowls or whatever like that. Maybe so, but deep down, you don't want to be the all-time winningest coach. So I'm thinking if he goes to Carolina, has a good year, maybe in 2 years he has a great year, I'm sure that the NFL will come knocking on his door. I truly believe that.
At 80 years old.
And I don't know what these kids, how they're going to react to his coaching because he's old school, man.
Yeah.
And I hope it works.
Yeah.
I really, really do, man. You know what? You look at him on the side, you might say, "What a fucking miserable bad." But when he's in them interviews, he just puts on a fucking show.
Yeah, I guarantee you, off camera, he's awesome.
I would have to go with.
Okay, so that he might have deserved to make our top 5 as much as we just talked about. What's your number 5 head coach you'd want to hang out with?
Well, I tell you what. You know what? I was never really partial or impartial to the guy. I didn't even really know until I saw some interviews and shit like that. But I think Mike Leach would be a hell of a coach to hang out with.
Oh,
The guy
Mike
from the-
Leach.
from the-
He had an interview where he broke down mascots.
Yeah, from the air.
Who
the
would
air
win?
Listen, I think
Who would win in
he
a fight?
would be the funnest mother. I think he would be fucking great to play for.
He looked like a mean, grumpy old
Yeah,
man.
he did, but he was fucking. And I watched, like I said, never till just a few years before he died, that I caught on to
He died, Mike Leach?
Yeah, Mike Leach.
Yeah, okay.
He was absolutely hilarious, man. his interviews and everything, he was just a jack off, and I just think he would be so much fun.
And look at his offense, man. The air raid
offense, and I'm telling you what, I
think he was the head coach at Texas Tech when Pat Mahomes was there, right?
I think so. Then he went to Washington State.
Yeah.
Then did he go somewhere else after that? I'm not sure.
I think he might have ended his career in Washington
but
State.
I tell you what, man, I wish I'd have had more time to look stuff up, because he had some interviews, and I'm telling you what, man, he was crazy, and he was fun, man. He just said whatever he wanted. He was great.
So my number 5 was the master of the teleprompter. Here, there. John Madden.
Yeah.
John Madden would be a cool dude, because I think I would only understand 50% of what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because he was just here, there. But I think he was just a cool dude, man. Yeah. Did I like him as a coach? No, but I loved him as when he was a color commentator, man. John Madden makes my top 5.
Yeah. All right, my next one. Well, never liked him in college either. Never liked the team, never liked the school.
Okay.
But as he commentated, I got to fucking like him a lot.
Okay.
Bobby fucking Knight.
Bobby Knight.
The chair throwing motherfucker. Listen.
Bobby Knight was good on TV,
good, man. He was good on TV, man. And when I looked at the past, I don't know if you were young, but man, when he was coaching, and the shit he said to the ref, when he threw that chair across the floor.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, back then I was a North Carolina and Michigan fan. I hated Indiana. I just didn't like. But man, it's like as he got older, kind of went into retirement. This is what I'm trying to say. Like first impressions, you don't like somebody or schools, but when they're on commentating and you start listening,
you see the personality.
They got that dry, funny, like a Bill Belichick type. Just got that dry, funny humor. And it's just like, I sort of...
You learned a person out of him.
Yeah, I appreciate him. But what a great coach he was, and just had that distinct personality of just relating to those kids, and that's why he was always successful. I mean, I'm telling you, but it just... when he died, it actually brought a tear to mine, and even though I didn't like him in the past, but he was a great, great coach, and just a great person on TV and stuff like that.
All right, so my number 4 is a head coach that's in the NFL right now. He coaches the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell. That guy might be this much smarter than us.
Yeah.
And somehow he's the head coach of the Detroit Lions.
I know.
And he gets those guys to want to run through a wall for him, man. Yeah. And he just seems like a cool dude that just wants to, just be part of the gang. I just think he's a cool guy, man.
Honestly, here's the thing with him, though. That style of coaching, they loved, but like when does it like grow thin or wear thin? You know what I'm saying? Do people always like it, or is it just like another coaching style where it gets old after a while?
Well, he kind of he's a player coach like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And then Mike Tomlin has made a lot of people argue about it, but he's made a successful career.
And honestly, I thought about putting Tomlin in my top 5. You know, I hate the Steelers. But when you listen to him talk and use those words and his Tomlinisms and stuff like that, I mean, I think he would be great to hang out with too. But yeah, Dan Campbell. And I have to say that, well, not yet. Oh, where are we going now?
You're number 3.
Number 3. Well, losing track here. Oh, I actually had my man, John Gruden.
John Gruden at number 3. Okay.
Maybe he did some little racist things and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you what, I just think he would be a great coach to play.
Oh, for. Man, I think it'd be so fun.
When he was in Tampa Bay, when he does them shows about quarterback coachings and all that, I think he would be awesome.
I think when he walks in, he lights up the room.
Yeah,
man.
he does.
I think he would be an absolute.
And I still believe he's going to go. He's going to go back and coach
if he wants to. I think he's. Yeah,
I do. And I've been hearing talks about going to the SEC.
Oh man.
Yeah, like Tennessee. Like I've been. Not so much Tennessee. But I've heard some rumors about going back to the SEC.
No, that'd be awesome to see.
Tell you what,
I'm a fan of John.
Yeah, so I would love to see him back on the sidelines. I really would.
So my number 3 could be a little biased. Okay, watching him on the sidelines at Ohio State, his fiery energy, the way he, kept everything on his sleeve. It looked like he was dying on the sidelines. And then seeing him at the club, and he got this 20-year-old honey up on him, okay? He only lasted for one season at Jacksonville, but he makes a name every week on college football on Fox on Big Noon. Urban Meyer, man.
Yeah.
I would love to hang out with Urban Meyer.
Yeah, like I said, I did this right before your show, but honestly, I could see. He probably would have made my list. I just forgot about him, but you're right.
Yeah, because there's a lot of coaches that I forgot about as well.
Yeah, they might have that chip on his shoulder, and like you said, there's that. You might have thought of Rich Rod. They get that little sneaky.
Yeah.
I like that. I want to hang out with them fucking guys. I do. Just like Belichick. Yeah, he might be an old guy, and he's a cheater.
Yeah.
He does what it takes to win.
Yeah, right.
Do what you do to win, to be on top. And those are the guys I want to
hang out with. You're right. Because, they have to put on this certain persona in front of the camera, but I want to see these guys when they turn the camera off and they're hanging out. Yeah. And the guys we listed are the guys that got caught that we're like, that's the dudes we want to hang out with.
The coach before Tomlin.
Oh, you're talking Coward.
I think Coward would be kind of fun.
Yeah, Coward would be fun.
I think he'd be pretty fun to go with.
So who's your number 2 head coach that you'd want to hang out with, Jason?
Tell you what, Pete Carroll. I mean, I'll be a motherfucker.
He just missed my list. Pete Carroll would be cool.
70-some years old, the way he runs up and down.
I
mean, he runs up and down that sideline like he's fucking 40 years old. And I'm going to tell you what, I think he'd be a lot. Listen, he was coaching at Southern Cal. He's banging a lot of them. Whether he's married or not, don't quote me on that. But I'm going to tell you what, coaching that team.
He was never cooler than he was at Southern Cal.
Yeah, he was so cool in Southern Cal. But I'm going to tell you what, even at Seattle, he made one blunder. The interception.
Yes, the play call. And that wasn't his play call, but he's the head coach.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, though, it's going to be hard not to root for the Raiders a little bit on the side because I like Pete Carroll. I just think he was great at USC. And
he's a great defensive mind. I think with him with Chip Kelly, man.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly wanting to be back in the NFL, that's a good little duo they got. Yeah. All right, so another guy that just missed my list, I hope he's not your number 1, is the cornball from Clemson, Dabo Swinney, man. And he's not my top 2. He just missed my list, but he's somebody that, you see him dance in the locker room. He's a corny dude, but, I think hanging out with him would be all right if we're not drinking because he's a religious guy.
The bad part is I'd punch him in his mouth. I'm surprised you said that because this is why. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like him. When he didn't vote for Ohio State to make the playoffs, to me, that's
it was spiteful.
His arrogance and spitefulness just to me, he's an ignorant person, and I wouldn't want to hang out with him. I just
see him with the players. They rally around him.
No, you're right. I agree. If you're a Clemson guy, great. He's fucking great. But outside of that, I mean, when he had the arrogance, they all what was that? He said they didn't belong in the play. Blah blah. Yes. I didn't vote for them. I mean, are you serious? Ohio State was great.
Yeah,
and that's coming from me, a Michigan fan. And when he did that,
that put you off of it. Okay.
You know what? Have fun with that bitch.
He didn't make my top 5. All right, so your number 2 pick was Pete Carroll?
Yeah, well, I'm going with my number 1 was your number 3, I think. Dan Campbell.
No way. All right, so my number 2, after he just revealed
I'm sorry.
My number 2 favorite coach I would love to hang out with is Mike Tomlin. All of this you just said, man. Yeah, he's cool as hell. Yeah. His Tomlinisms. He just seems the players love him. He looks like a bro's bro. Yeah. He seems like a cool cat. Off the football field, I guarantee he's a great time, man. And I would love to hang out with Mike T. And I know who your number 1 is, but go ahead and talk about Dan Campbell.
Honestly,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think honestly, I mean. What is he? He's probably 20 years younger than me.
No, Dan Campbell's probably 50.
Oh, is he 50?
I would say,
is that old? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, he seems like he can still go out there and play some football the way he
gets jacked up.
Yeah, not that I've seen a lot about him, but just some of his interviews, like you said, he gets the players to play with him. He seems like he'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. And I'm sure if I'd have done this a day ahead of time, I could have came up with more coaches. But, I mean, maybe different coaches. But like that list there and Campbell just seems like what he did with the Detroit, even though they got the talent, he did a hell of a job even with all
Yes, he
his
did.
injuries.
And he backed them. He guaranteed stuff, and he changed the culture. And what's crazy,
when he came out and said about chewing her knees off or knees off and stuff like that, and a lot of the announcers were like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
What's he talking about?
He got that. He brought that program forward. And I'll tell you what, I wish him the best. If it's not the Chiefs, I'll tell you what, I would love to see Detroit.
If you hate on Detroit, man, you're just a spiteful person because they went through the ringer.
Yeah.
They have lost forever, and now they're finally there. Here's my number one. And it's funny, you talked about him and you said some things and kind of backtracked to defend him, saying, this or that. My number one favorite head coach I would love to hang out with is John Gruden.
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of was like, you kind of felt guilty putting him on your list. Yeah. I love John Gruden. People make mistakes. Yeah. But that guy just seems like you can just sit there and just listen to him talk. He, like you said, he will be back into coaching. I love the way he can just break stuff down, and he seems like a player's coach, and I love him. That would be my number one person to hang out
exactly. Like I said, I had him, I think, at number 3 or something. I tell you what, he just, I always liked him, always fucking liked him. When he was coaching at Tampa Bay and all that stuff, he was just fun to watch, fun to listen to. The enthusiasm. Like I said, all of them, that's what you like. You like that enthusiasm, like Pete Carroll and Gruden. Like, these guys are older, but man, they love the game.
I love listening to Rex Ryan.
Yeah, how about Buddy Ryan?
Buddy Ryan was me. They said, I don't know a lot about Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Because I was younger when he was at Miami, and as a Cowboys head coach, I hated They said he would be a cool head coach.
I thought about Tom Landry, but he might just be too cool.
Tom Landry.
He sat on the sideline, he had that fedora on, and he always dressed to a T, man. Dressed to a T with a suit, and that hat was always perfect. He might not be fun.
I was thinking like Vince Lombardi. He looks like zero fun.
Oh, like there were some coaches, I respected him. But do I really want to go out and hang out with him?
Like basketball. I look at Coach K.
Yeah.
No. I look at John Calipari. Maybe a good time.
Yeah. Shark Turkanian from UNLV.
Yeah.
Maybe he got no teeth. He chewed on a towel, but he might be a lot of fun to be on. He coached in Vegas. He got to be fun.
The coach of the Fab Five? Steve. Steve coached New Mexico too. He looks like he would be a fun time too. Steve Fisher.
Steve Fisher.
Yes.
He looked like death. He looked old.
Yeah, but I mean, he looked like he would have been a good time. Yeah. He got the Fab Five to be all in with him. So,
like someone brought up, I brought up on a thing. It said Mike Cronin for Cincinnati. What? He seems miserable.
Mike Cronin.
Jesus, would he be fun? He looks always mad.
Like I look at
Huggins. Huggy Bear might be fun.
Huggy Bear looks like you would get him on a bar stool.
He might do about 12 lines of coke just to get started. Huggy, that's why I almost had about 8 heart attacks.
Then I look at guys that I love, Ryan Day, and I'm like, he would be a terrible time. Ryan Day looks like he has no fun with anybody.
Zero fun. But Urban Meyer's I probably would have had him on my list.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'm trying to think of other.
Like Jim Harbaugh. Would you hang out with Jimmy?
But you know what's funny?
Oh, shit.
I talked to a guy Convenient years ago. He knows a Harbaugh family. And he was saying what a great family you are to be with it. Like, it's like you see him on a sideline just like Belichick and this and that. You just see a small percentage of their personality and how they act.
Yeah, right.
But like that guy told me Harbaugh, they're a very close-knit, religious, family-oriented. Like he said, they're a great family.
You can tell the way John and Jim are.
They're just like Jim or Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh. Yeah.
Like he's got that just a quirky personality, Right. I mean? But they show him at practice and stuff, throwing a football, doing calisthenics with them guys. Like he's still like he's out there. He can play with these guys. I mean, I love that mentality. I mean, I do. I mean, he picks his nose. Okay, so what? I pick my butt too and my nose. And we all do it. We just don't.
Don't get camera.
We don't do it on camera. Yeah, exactly.
But I thought that was a fun top 5 to do because there's a lot of good head coaches. A lot of guys you see are all serious, no fun, but you can tell that whenever it's a lot of guys that we named are guys past their coaching career that got on TV that we learned to love them.
You know, actually, I actually forgot about it. I don't know if you remember Jimmy Valvano.
Oh, Jimmy V.
Jimmy V
was. I was too young.
Yeah, when NC State won that championship against Houston,
he ran on the court.
Oh my God! I mean, tell you what, I actually forgot about Jimmy V. That tell you what, there's another coach, another Italian like Izzo. A lot of fun, a lot of spirit, a lot of personality, and I think he'd have been a great guy to hang out with.
Here's another one that would be underrated. I can't believe we went on this conversation about head coaches for a while, but Lou Holtz would be cool. Lou Holtz hanging out with one, I couldn't understand half the words he said.
He'd be spitting in my eyes and face. No, I couldn't do it.
I feel like if I'm hanging out with Lou Holtz, I'm listening 90% of the time. Yeah. I feel like he would have so many cool stories, and I would want to hang out with Lou Holtz.
Like, I mean, we could go on with coaching for a long, because the more I sit here and think, the more coaches come to mind.
Right,
I mean, it's like I really could think of a lot of guys that'd be cool to hang out with, man.
So we're sitting at third week of August. We're right there, man. Next Saturday is week 0 of college football. So there's actually some good Division I games that are playing. Next Friday is the start of high school football. Yeah. We're right there, man. Yeah. I don't want to say summer's over, but it's there, man. My kids go back to school next Wednesday. Yeah. I mean, summer is over. We're here. We're as football lovers, man. We're here for it.
Yeah, so. Exactly. We might have to hit some big red games this year too.
Well, week 2 they play Indian Valley. Okay. Their running back is
going to Air Force.
Air Force. Yeah. They're division champs. We're going. Okay. Yeah. We'll go tailgate. We'll hang out. I'm definitely making plans. That's August 29th, the day of our draft, buddy. Okay. You're gonna have to pull it all day.
I actually got to put in for 29th and the 30th off.
Yes, 30th opening day of college football.
All right, so I'll have to work the following weekend then.
Yeah, okay, opening day of college football.
29th
really,
and 30th. Okay,
all day, man. Those games on the 30th.
They have what? Ursula in the first game, right? Steubenville Big Red.
Yes.
Yeah, that game's going to be.
Going to be good, and we can definitely hit up with us doing the show. Moving to Thursdays, Fridays, we'll be able to do high school games.
High school football.
Right. Yep. So banged out 2 shows this week. Yesterday I did an hour and a half. Today we did an hour and 12 minutes, man. I'm very proud of us putting that out because we're still in the slower parts. Yeah. I cannot wait until you and I can get on camera. We can start listing our bets, picking parlays, and going off that.
And guess what? I remember every part of this show, and I made it through the show.
That is a win in itself,
man. It's a
win
in itself.
All right. So, without further ado, we're out, man. We're going off camera. We're going to continue drinking and having a good time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, please. Until next time, we're out.
AKA Choppers.